Hi models.com, I'm Natasha Poly and we are in Paris. I don't feel the time pass, but then now some pictures are coming back. I'm like, oh my god, I was a baby then and I didn't know what I was doing, and I'm like, wow, it has been 20 years, but at the same time it's always new. My discovery story, it was really funny. I was with my cousin going through the newspaper, and then there was a little message saying if you'd like to participate in the modeling contest, you're really welcome to come. And my cousin told me that I will be perfect for that, but I was really shy and I couldn't picture myself being a model. So she brought me to the meeting and they said, yeah, she's perfect. So I just did the contest and I won, got the contract with the agency, and it's just started. I think from age 20, I would say, that I started to be live my adult life, sort of traveling around, meeting a lot of people, so that automatically kind of you changes and yeah, you become more confident. The first big deal, it was definitely Karen Gottfeld French Vogue cover. I remember I finished my first New York season, and you go for castings, you get rejections, you get confirmed, and you never know what's happening. And she picked me for 2 covers in a row. So I was just like, oh my god, is this real? Is this really happening? So then from that moment, I had those covers in my portfolio. So I would come to castings and I would be guys would go for it. They're like, oh my god, this is you on the cover. So that was my first campaign, Helmut Newton and Maria Carlo. I'm super lucky that I had the opportunity to work with him. It was so easy because I'm always used to the photographer being really controlling and doing everything, measuring almost every millimeter of the set, and he was so easy going. He needed his nap after lunch, so our shooting started at 10 and finishing at 2. And we were in Monaco, so the weather was amazing and it didn't feel like working at all. So I was just okay, this is a dream, this is great. It's a very powerful school and everybody teach me and give me so many advices, so I kept it. I mean, I still having that in my head and my knowledge. I can make a book out of it, And of course, they're all so different. The styles are so different. I combine it together in a way. Nowadays, it's easy for me to adjust with anybody. Top school sometimes was as well, but everyone is always make me feel safe, always make me feel confident, comfortable, and in the family. I'm with the family, I'm with my friends. In NAS, in the note, they teach me how to translate picture with more sensual feelings, not just a pose, but it's always have to come with your expressions, your eyes. It's different from other works for photographers. It's just more concentrating on a real feeling, sensuality. If you notice the pictures, all the models, they speak with their eyes. I can see what she wants from me, how she wants me to pose. Martin Marcos are amazing, so much fun. We did amazing the Gucci campaigns together. They teach me how to hold the pose for longest, I think. My first Gucci campaign, I was 19, and then I stayed with the company for, I think, I don't want to make mistake how many years, but I think it was 6 campaigns in a row, plus the perfumes. I think it's it's a learning process, because in the beginning, when you're on the set, just freshly arrived, you don't know what to do. You don't know, first of all, anyone on the set. And I remember actually Corinne, she told me on the first set together, she told me oh my god, you're so cute, you're always smiling, you're always in a good mood, that's so refreshing. And I was oh, am I is what, nobody's smiling, everybody's super serious? I was just learning through magazines and through TVs and watching fashion shows and how it's happening, because otherwise it was nobody teach you that. You just have to observe and learn, and then you rediscover what you can bring you into on the sets. I never were into parties. I never really liked to go out also, and it was so much work that we were exhausted. I mean, the working hours were crazy. It was so many shows a day. I have my family now, so it's more organized everything. I always love to come back. I always love to work. I always love to do shows, shootings. I think it's really important for all the moms out there to be creative in their crafts, no matter what it is. From the shows, I think it was Galliano for Dior. Those shows were so theatrical and so extreme, and it was again a test for my modeling skills, because it was not just walking, it was really acting. This was amazing, it just stays forever in my head. With Manuel, we worked so many years, so many amazing editorials, so many amazing trips together, and she really showed me how I can find my family in this fashion industry, because like so many things change, so many people changes, and but she always like, her loyalty to me, it was just like, it's absolutely priceless. You know, it's like there is nobody like her. She's so positive. We and Olivier, it was always made me feel like I'm their daughter. All the fashion pictures were quite straight to the camera and like very strong positions and like kind of sexy, and like the hair and makeup with them, it was always like baby me. My mom told me when she saw their pictures, she said, "This is my daughter. This is her." Really told me that's the biggest compliment that he ever heard. You know, I've been lucky enough in 20 years to have 62 Vogue covers, and 11 of them it's a French Vogue, which is amazing, and still like doesn't fit in my head. Stephen Meisel American Vogue cover with all the girls. Opening Prada show, I started working with Casey for Mugler, Kim Jones for Fendi, Damna from Balenciaga, Danielle from Schiaparelli, and Sabato from Gucci. And again, it's like amazing houses, and everyone is so different, and it's just like, you know, like learning again about their world, their vision for those houses. I would tell myself that I have to keep on doing what I'm doing, because I'm on the right path, and I will achieve what I want to achieve. You always have to stay curious and like learn every day something. It doesn't matter what, but like go to art, go to see performances, listen music, read something, because otherwise you can get like sort of stuck, and also it's really not good. I think that's where depressions starts, when you're just getting stuck. You just always have to stay humble and thankful, and that will always take you in the long run.